If you're struggling to become a profitable day trader, I'm almost willing to bet everything that I have is because you do not have any sort of risk management nor discipline on the downside. It's not about taking gains, securing gains, because anybody could make a call, they could buy a call, they could buy a put, and they could make money one day. But consistently, unless you are limiting your downside risk, you are never going to become a profitable day trader. And I'm here to show you a tool that will almost guarantee the fact that you could minimize your loss every single trade you go into it before it happens. And the best part about this strategy is it's all automated. So let's take a look at the S&P 500 real quickly on the Thinkorswim app here. So I'm looking at the 5-minute chart here that happened on Friday. The market's closed, so I'm not going to be able to do this real time, but I can show you something that I've been doing for a long time, and it has helped me become a profitable day trader for the last, I've been doing this for about 7 years. So let's look at this. This is the 5-minute chart. This top right here, I'm going to open up a second tab for you guys. 2 tabs that I'm going to have here. I'm also going to have the SPY down here as well, but pay attention to this little link tab right here. So we can pull up our active trader over here to the right, bottom right. If you know what active trader is, it just allows you to get in and out of your positions a lot faster, real time. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller so I can see the charts over here, but pay attention to this little link button. At the top of over here on my trade tab, I'm going to type in the SPY so I can get the options chain. And let's just say for this August 1st expiration, we were looking to trade some calls because we thought that the market was a little bit oversold at the time on the 5-minute chart when we're day trading or swing trading, whatever it may be. This is just for an example. Say you wanted these $412 calls, right, for August 1st expiration. I'm going to right-click the calls because you think that it's going to be bullish, and I'm going to send this at the bottom of here to red. Could be any of those colors, but I'm going to just choose red for the simplicity of this video. And then I'm going to go back to my active trader tab, my second tab below, keep SPY, and then I'm going to have the red. Now the best part about this is it shows me the option contract price instead of the share price of the S&P, because now it has this little code of the $412 call contracts expiring on August 1st rather than just the S&P 500 price action. So that is still up here at the top, so I can see the SPY is moving. And let's just say, for example, that I wanted to buy a call on this little downtrend right here because I thought it was getting exhausted and I figured it was going to reverse and there wasn't much more downside. So if we go over here to the option contract at 11:30 on Friday, here's what they were worth. They were worth 80 cents a piece, which means $80 because times 100 obviously with option contracts. And 10 minutes later, they were worth $120 a piece. Off of this little rally, they were worth $120. They went up $40 a contract, and they were only worth $80. So it made about 50% in 10 minutes on your money. So if you bought 10 of those at $800, you could have sold 10 minutes later for $1,200 and made $400 just off of holding something for 10 minutes. So everybody knows how option contracts work, but nobody really realizes that there's a way that you can automate your stop loss on the downside. So that is exactly what I'm here to show you. So I'm going to look at this right now. I'm going to hit this downtrend arrow right here so I can see my quantity. Let's just say I wanted 3 contracts. I wanted 3 contracts at 80. Currently, it's at 171, so this is going to be a different example. But say it was at 171 at this level, and I was thinking it was going to reverse, so I wanted to buy some calls. You can buy calls right here, buy limit. Say I wanted to buy it at, you can click auto send, obviously. So then you just click it, and you can get right out. Click it, get in, get right out. But the one thing that is important about right here, the active trader tab that I have been doing for so long that has helped me drastically on staying true to my stop losses is instead of seeing, just buying 3 contracts or buying 10, 30, 50, however many I wanted to, there's something that's super important, and it's this template tab. This template tab is going to show you the ability to keep your stop loss at a certain price no matter what. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do TRG with bracket, which means trigger with bracket. I'm going to click that. And then from here, I can select my quantity, whatever I want. I can select 3, 2, 3. Let's just say, for the sake of this video, let's just do 1 contract so everybody can see. 1 contract, stop limit, right down here. I can have my limit order, and I can have my stop limit. Not my stop limit, it's just going to be my stop on the day. So if I want to make a bracket for this, say I only want to, this is worth $171. Say on this, I'm only willing to lose, let's just say $40. Say I'm only willing to lose $40, so I'm going to make my stop at $40 a piece. Actually, even make it 25. Let's make it $25 a piece. So 0.25 times 100 is obviously 25. And let's say on the upside, I wanted to make 50. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to have 50. So instead of me losing, so I have basically the potential to lose 25 but gain 50 per contract. And in this example, I only have 1, but I want to buy this. It's at 171 right now. Say I want to buy it at 150. These brackets will automatically move to the price that I want to go. So if I go right here, auto send, let's say I go 168 is my limit. It shows you the limit that it's going to take your profit, and that's going to be at 218. And no matter what, when it hits 143, it's going to stop you out. It's basically a stop on quote. So these TRGs with brackets, you can do this with however many contracts you want. Say you wanted 10, you can amplify it to 10. Once it executes you, it's only going to give you 143. So you're not, the one thing with this is you're not going to be able to scale in or scale out with the contracts. You're going to have to use these brackets. So if you have 10 contracts and you only sell and you wanted to buy 5 more, it's only going to trigger you on those initial 10 rather than all 15. So just be aware of that. So if you want to go all 10 right away, then make sure that you know that going into it. So you're only going to lose $25 on the downside, but you're going to gain $50 on the upside. If it chops around, then it won't execute for you. But it'll only sell right here at this 218, and it'll only sell for you at this 143 on the downside. So limited amount of risk no matter what, because it's always going to honor your stop, and it's going to be automatic, and you have basically no control of it unless you cancel the order, and all you have to do is just click this X. Click this X, and then click this X. Or you could just cancel it all together, whether you wanted it to do. But the best part about the brackets is let's do it again. We'll do 25 one more time. 0.0225. My bad, 0.025. And then we'll do 0.50 again. So as it's at 0.50, let's say we wanted to do 10 contracts this time. Say we were, looking to have a little bit more risk. Here is where it gets really fun. Say I want to buy these 10 at 170 right here. I'm risking $1,700. It'll sell at 220 if it starts ripping up on us. The best part about this is that on this tab, no matter what happens, it executes at 170. Say it goes through, right? Say you execute at 170, it starts creeping up on you, and it goes to 188, 189, 190, and next thing you know, on these 10 contracts, you're up $200. But since it's already up there, you want to lock in at least $100 profit. So if it starts pulling back on you, you're going to make money no matter what. All you got to do is just drag the stop loss up. You're just going to continually follow it as the stock price or the contract or the option goes up. So now it's at 175. Now it's at 185. Let's say it hits 190. You can move your stop to below that price. And now your stop is always going to be 178. And if it's you bought it at 171, but now your stop's at 178. So on 10 of these, you're up $7. You're always going to be up $70. Say it jumps all the way up to 215. It hasn't hit that 220 yet. So you're going to continually follow that stop all the way up to 210. Maybe you're going to stop it at 200. So you're going to lock in $290 profit. So as it's trading above it, and anytime it's at 205 and your stop is at 210 and it pulls back a little bit on you and connects on you, it's going to stop you at $2 rather than 205, right? So you're just following the price action as it goes up. And if it's going your way, but you don't want to get out of it entirely, then you can scale out by following your stop loss. So you can always lock in profit no matter what. But at the initial entry point, obviously it takes some analysis going up and going down. If it completely goes against you, then it'll stop you out right away. But the best part about this strategy, this TRG with brackets, is you can follow your stop loss. So you will never, ever fully lose money, especially if it starts going your way right away. So obviously there's some times where there's some big volatility and it might hit you. Sometimes you didn't want it to hit you. But if you're following your stop loss all the way up, then what is the risk reward on the downside? The downside risk is very minimal, and the upside potential is always going to be greater than the downside as long as you're managing it. And this TRG with brackets is an amazing step to risk manage yourself and become a profitable day trader. So hopefully this helps you out. It's a little bit complicated, I understand. So if there's any questions you may have, let me know. Hit the comment section or just message me directly on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, whatever it may be. But this simple strategy right here could potentially change your life, and that's the only reason that I'm making all this content, so you guys can be a profitable day trader too. So hope that helps, and let's make some money, fellas.